Known as a hooligan's game played by gentlemen, rugby fittingly traces its roots to an elite boarding school in the English countryside. According to legend, on the grounds of the rugby school in 1823, an enterprising pupil named William Webb Ellis, acting with what spectators described as a fine disregard for the rules of football as played in his time, first took the ball in his arms and ran with it. By the 1870s, rugby had made its way stateside. The first Yale-Harvard football game in 1875 was actually a rugby match. On most campuses, however, influenced by Yale's Walter Camp, rugby would eventually morph into American football. Rugby was contested at 4 of the first 7 Olympics. In fact, the United States is the defending Olympic champion, winning gold in Paris in 1924. Rugby hasn't appeared in the Olympics since, but its international appeal has exploded. Even here, rugby is woven into the fabric of North American sport. When a Canadian theology student sought to create a sport free of the ruffianism that vexed the games of his day, he looked to his time on the rugby pitch. Dr. James Naismith figured if you could ban carrying, you could eliminate tackling, or at least that was the refined pursuit that gave birth to the game of basketball. Tackling was no problem for Army's Heisman Trophy winning Rhodes Scholar when he tried his hand at rugby. But when Pete Dawkins first played at Oxford, he felt lineouts could use a football makeover. So he ushered in an overhand throw that the tabloids called the Yankee Torpedo Pass. It is now the standard. These days, rugby is played across the globe. It's the day job of Canada's bobsled gold medalist, the passion of one of Hollywood's brightest stars, and of course, it's on the silver screen. The world saw the story of a united team that helped heal a divided nation, winning the William Webb Ellis Cup along the way. And in 6 years, in the place in sport where the lights shine the brightest, rugby is back in Rio de Janeiro. Rugby will once again bring together the world's best, including the game's first women's tournament. 92 years after Paris, the Americans will have a title to defend.